Hello folks, there are lots of people right now who may be thinking, look, only 4 months left for CAT. Can it be done? First of all, yes, it can be done. 100% it can be done. Right? What it takes, it needs clarity. You need to have your plan for how you're going to execute it. Right? It needs to have a wonderful structure. You need to say, look, I'll finish this, I'll finish this. You need everything in a proper sequence available on a platter. Right? Accountability is super important. You cannot afford to have 2 bad weeks in a row. You cannot afford to have 3 bad days in a row. And so you cannot slip up. There is enough time, but just about. And so you should be operating close to your peak efficiency for the final 4-month sprint in order to make it possible. It definitely needs focus. You need to be have your game face on. And I'm thinking of several sports metaphors. So you need to be in the zone, right? And no slip-ups. No slip-ups whatsoever. And so you need to be absolutely on top of your game. If you do that and you say, look, I'm ready to commit for this, only 120 days, sign me up. Then we have a kick-ass live crash course to jump into. Remember, it is super possible. If you turn up, commit to the ride and jump in and you're super sincere, you can very well do it. That is what we will demand from you. Right? What we have, we can give you the clarity and structure part. Who's this course for? Serious aspirants starting late. So I think I've got it in me, but I'm starting really late. If you're in that pot, then you're here. What we want from you is super commitment and saying, look, I'm going to turn up and push myself. The second category, those who are looking for guided revision. I've started preparing, I've learned a lot, I've finished topics, I've taken a few mocks, but मेरे को लग नहीं रहा है कि मैंने कुछ किया है. मेरे को वो confidence नहीं आ रहा है. I don't have a hold on my preparation. People keep saying own your preparation. I don't know what owning my preparation means. People say you should know your strengths and weaknesses. मुझे नहीं पता है. Where you make your mistake, मुझे नहीं पता है. So I've done lots of work. It's all sitting underneath, but I don't have a plan or the plan for me. Then you should. Students with scattered prep needing structure, which is very similar to this. Those looking for revision have finished tons of stuff. This, मैंने ये try किया. Somebody told me this is very good for verbal. I tried that. Somebody told me I would take the previous year questions. I've tried this. I'm a little all over the place. I've flirted around the boundaries of this preparation. I've seen free material, YouTube channel, Gyan, strategy, spoken to alumni. Look, बहुत सारी चीज I've done, but I have not committed, zoned in and said, look, this I'll deliver to this. If you're in any of these spots, you need to think about this seriously. What do you get in the crash course? Full syllabus covered in the live schedule. Fine. So we will not leave anything incomplete. We'll cover everything. And so pre-recorded videos to revise anytime. Anybody who gets access to our live online course has access to the entire pre-recorded thing on a platter on day 1 that can be accessed any number of times. This is a promise we make to anybody who signs up, not just for crash course students. Right? Doubt solving workshops plus assignments. We typically do 3 to 4 workshops. It's like 8-hour days on or 10 hours over Saturday and Sunday. We teach, we solve, we shoot the breeze, we clarify doubts. The whole thing. We'll cover chunks in verbal or logical reasoning or arithmetic or algebra or number system. We'll pick one giant topic and say, look, we'll go to town with it. Access to Percentile Booster modules. So we do one stream of revision classes. We do like a test and discussion type thing for a month and a half. And so that's one. We'll cover the ground on every bit of CAT while also discussing mocks. That will fall in place. All of those are included in this one power pack thing. How we structure your 4 months? Carefully sequenced live classes. So there'll be a track for quant basics, verbal, quant advanced topics, the quant core topics, verbal, slightly more advanced classes. LRDI is simple, LRDI advanced, along with a mock release every Friday. So this is the structure is super important. There is a sequence to these classes. Right? Timetable design for the CAT pattern gets built in with the structure. It will come on a platter. Right? Concept building plus speed and accuracy. Concept, we will not sacrifice fundas. वो हमें आता नहीं है. I cannot run a class without trying to say why and why stuff works and leave it with how stuff works. Fine. I feel like I've betrayed my students. So we don't know how to teach without teaching from first principles. I'm very particular about fundamentals and first principles. The entire team is like that. So we'll keep revisiting that. We won't compromise that. On powerful first principles, sit speed. Sometimes people think you can either build funda or you can build speed. Bakwas hai. You can build speed only if you have fundas. Otherwise, speed will make you shaky. You'll go really fast and then we are off. When you build speed without this, your accuracy will go for a toss. So it's one package. This will be your only thing required to crack the exam. I've taken this, I've taken another thing, I've taken a separate mock series, I've taken these 3 books. I'll do everything. You can't do everything. You have to commit to one journey and then see it through. Support beyond the classes. We have WhatsApp groups to discuss things. WhatsApp groups have it's a very community-based thing. It's moderated. So stuff not related to CAT does not get discussed there, and there are lots of forums for that. I get distracted with some of them on a daily basis, but this group is not meant for that. This is CAT specific. It's for you to say, hey, I'll clarify a few doubts to act as revision for myself, or I'll have something clarified for myself, and then discuss that. And mock analysis and planning will be there as part of the thing where we say when mock should be done, and in the revision percentile booster classes we discuss the mocks pretty aggressively. Real type help from experts in the sense that we have live classes. At the end of the during live classes, you can have doubts clarified. You can post doubts on our discussion board. Funny stat, our discussion board may the doubt number frequency data keeps increasing from about August, and our speed at which we answer also increases. And so we are utterly on top of our game. We within 24 hours, within 6 hours, within 12 hours, we keep answering queries there. This is enough for CAT. If you show up, it is enough, and we can provide the classes, the motivation, the platform, the doubt clarification, the mechanism for to get your doubts clarified, everything. But this is all of that will account for a small portion. The big part is for you to turn up. You turn up with consistency. You turn up with enthusiasm, with vigor. Then this will work. And thousands have done it before. I'm not kidding. So when we used to prepare for CAT, and I took my real CAT in 2000, we used to grudgingly begin in August. And our papers used to have 160, 170 questions for 2 hours, not this dainty 66 question set. And so they were nightmarish. We were one frenetic, speed-based, gambling, speed-driven exam. Fine. So I'm not saying that's the better format. I'm just saying it's also challenging. It was also ridiculously challenging. Fine. So, but we managed it. We did a bunch of mocks and we prepared with friends, groups, peers, all of that. Fine. So starting in August is not too late. I've had students start in August year after year and crack this exam. Some of them start with a basic comfort of language and mathematics. For them, they find it easy. They know what 2 to 3 to 7 means. And so they find it easy. Some are willing to put a lot of hours and play catch up. You could fall in either category, but if you're in either one of these categories, you have a shot. Your job, what do you need to do? Follow the structure, ask for help, stay the course. And so follow the structure for the course. The patterns are built in there. Ask for help. When I say ask for help in structured, specific manner. And so I like shooting the breeze with students, clarifying doubts. Once in a few weeks we do that. But then sometimes I get an email saying, I want help with my CAT prep. I want to speak to X person to outline my CAT prep and provide me with a structure. I want help with specifically quant and LRDI. Like motherhood statement. Ask for help with data, details, specific thing. When you're asking for help, I should know that you have thought about this. Then I'm like, okay, this is a specific thing, let's have a chat. Right? Stay the course, super important. And so many people just have wild ideas about, I'll do 30 hours a week or 40 hours a week, and then after a week they're like, stay the course, it is possible. That it is possible, we can promise you. You have to use that as a motivating factor to turn up day after day, week after week. What do we have? We have a live crash course which has all the classes we do. The batch is starting sometime now. We've slashed the prices as well because we are nearing CAT. This includes live classes for everything. This includes our workshop. This includes our percentile booster classes, which is we'll cover the theory, we'll amp up with workshops, and we'll do a ton of revision with our percentile booster classes where we don't teach, but then say, look, you solve 12 questions, we'll discuss those 12 questions, teach you nuggets of how to attack that type of question. The most frequently occurring or standardized templates for CAT. We'll focus on them and amp it up there. Right? Suppose you say, look, I'm not, I want to do this, but my house, my rules, my study, my pattern, my time, my pace. I don't like, I cannot commit myself to 8:30 to 10:30 every night, 6:30 to 8:30 every morning and turn up and do class. I have my college to do, my work to do, my other commitments to do. I'm willing to spend 6 hours every day, 5 hours every day, but my 5 hours, not the 5 hours demanded for the live classes. Then there's a beautiful option, study at your own pace. Everything we do is available on a platter on our self-paced course, and it's rather inexpensive. So pick this up and say, look, every day I'll turn up, I'll take help, I'll stay the course, I'll reach out if I need something specific, I'll have my doubts clarified on the platform. This computer, this phone, this keyboard, this room, this table, I'm going to be here for 350 hours from now till November end, and that's going to take me places. If you can put a wrapper around yourself and say, I'll attack it in this framework completely, then you have every chance of cracking this exam. Right? On top of this, there is one extra additional boost that you can get. Is a mechanism to reach out to us. All those in the description. Some of you will be saying, look, is there a discount available for some of us? If you have good class 10, class 12 or UG scores, we have taken CAT previously and you've done well, you have a percentile there, hit our homepage, click on your discount eligibility, fill this form, and once that form is filled, you'll know what discount you're eligible for, pay and get start off. Even in our rather low priced crash courses, we are offering the discount based on the scholarship or discount based on academic performance. Final bit, last thing, what exactly is there in our course? And I keep saying it's on a platter. What do I mean by that? So if you buy this course, you get quant, LRDI, verbal, all the lessons. And then you have basic and advanced tests for quant, LRDI and verbal, followed by mocks. What we do very differently is for LRDI, the logical reasoning, data interpretation, sometimes we struggled a little bit for class format. And suppose I give you all the content to revise on your own, then the class becomes too open-ended. Right? So, but if I come with a puzzle and say, look, all of you look at this puzzle, solve this, then I wait for 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. Some people can finish the puzzle in 10, 12 minutes, they're twiddling their thumbs. Some take 35 minutes to attack the puzzles. We are waiting for them or we are rushing them. So what we came up with a very nice thing. So you take an LRDI test of 2 puzzles or 3 puzzles, and then the class begins. So there isn't much of a lag time for class, and the puzzles are fresh in your head. If you solve the puzzle on Wednesday and the class happens on Friday, you can't remember the constraints. So take the test and then follow it up. So the course content here is kick-ass, absolutely delightful. And so we've fought super hard to fine-tune LRDI sets. When LRDI case sets, very often, whatever I find several times, what I find in the web is frequently annoyingly difficult. बहुत सारे constraints डाल देते हैं, बहुत सारे variables आ जाता है. It is so easy to create an LRDI puzzle that is ridiculously tough. CAT puzzles are not like that. You may not know this, but in CAT 2024, there were people who got 5 out of 5 puzzles right. All 5 they got right in 40 minutes. Now, these are freaks and the forces of nature. I know a few of them, good guys, but they're Six Sigma guys. They're built different. I'm not saying that's the benchmark, but if you think about it, there are puzzles that are there in CAT that are on average 8 to 9 minutes. Some of these guys are cracking it. So if a puzzle is unwieldy and impossibly annoyingly difficult, it is not CAT level. CAT guys figure out puzzles that get unlocked with one juicy something intelligent that happens there. It's very, very, very important to practice with puzzle caselets that have that juicy bit, that incorporate that juicy bit, that demand you to think in a way where you start unlocking that juicy bit, which we do rather remarkably well. I'm proud of several parts of our course, but our LRDI is my favorite. And so Raghu and I, Raghu who takes class for us, we were both quant guys who shifted to LRDI. So we like the certainty of math questions. Look, I can solve this. Okay, LRDI, you're poking around, and then we iterated and built the content brick by brick. We start enjoying the thrill of the uncertainty. You don't know whether it can be done in 6 minutes or 16 minutes. You have to keep poking different places to make it kind of open up and sit and talk to you. So we're very very lovingly built, with a lot of affection and fondness. We have built this. Some of our sets are utterly kick-ass, and so between 25 sets from 2IM and 25 sets that appeared in previous year CAT, I will go for 25 sets from 2IM all 10 times out of 10. And so there is something to them that we've added, which should put a smile on your face if you're the kind of guy who will have a smile on the face if you see a good LRTI set, which again you should look to be. And so super sets, wonderful revision package on a platter, available in both formats, live online and in self-paced. Give it a go. The links for the scholarship, discounts for the course schedule, purchasing it, everything is available on the link here, on the description here. Best wishes for that.